This is Vegas Live TV's Home Sweet Home, the premier lifestyle and entertainment magazine on TV, bringing to you the best of the entertainment capital of the world right here in our VATV studio and event center, located at the Hacienda Crossing on South Arville, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yes, and reminding you, each week there is indeed life in Vegas, beyond the Strip and the downtown district, as we feature the very best of fashion, diverse local events, and mouth-watering cuisine from all over the world, and keeping you updated on trends in local real estate and business.
Yes, Vegas Live TV's Home Sweet Home is your ultimate guide to what matters in Vegas. The month of May officially ends tomorrow, and we've just celebrated Memorial Day and Mother's Day. And we would like to take this moment to thank all of the men and women in uniform, past to present, for continuing to defend our freedom in all parts of the globe.
Very true. And to all the mothers out there, we hope you had a great time with your children who honored and thanked you for your love and care. Now, speaking of Globe, Melody, did you know that Vegas Live TV will soon be available both as streaming and video on demand channel on your iPad and Android, in addition to YouTube and VegasLiveTV.us anywhere in the world?
Perfect. Love it.
Yes, and in addition to that, Vegas Life TV programs like our Home Sweet Home, Wines du Jour, and All Access TV will be seen in over 10 million cable and satellite TV households in Asia. This includes all of the Philippines, Japan, Korea, and Taiwan, and some parts of China like Shanghai, Hong Kong, Macau. Now, isn't that exciting?
Wow,
Melody?
that sounds really
Wonderful.
good.
Indeed. And very soon we will hope to see all of our cool segments here evolve into half-hour programs to give you more viewing pleasure from Las Vegas, the city where we live and truly love. This includes The Essence of Style by esteemed Hollywood fashion designer David Tupas, The Essence of Beauty by Simply Farrellyn, a multi-awarded stylist and Vegas Live TV's very own hair and makeup artist. Lifestyle with Shannon Yang, an awesome model and actress, a host as well.
And of course, the real estate and business feature of Mark and Melody, seasoned realtors and business practitioners. And finally, Immigration Matters with attorney Visha Calderon, our young, pretty, but experienced lawyer, answering viewer submitted questions on the show. Now, that's a real blend of information and entertainment from the city that never sleeps, Las Vegas.
Las
That's
Vegas.
right.
Experience Vegas at work and at play. Only here at Home Sweet Home. Our home is your sweet home.
Yes. Broadcasting across the world, we are proud to showcase to our global audience that Las Vegas is a place to be.
Coming up next is the real estate and business segment, and you're watching Vegas Live TV's Home Sweet Home.
Welcome to the real estate and business feature of Home Sweet Home, the banner program of Vegas Live TV. I'm Melody Mojica, and I'm enjoying our set at the VATV Studio and Event Center.
And I'm Mark Bowman. This week we will talk with representatives from Ayala Land, one of Asia's largest and most prestigious property developers. Ayala Land is launching its premium brand Avida to Filipino Americans. With us today are Ben Minor, marketing manager of Ayala Land International, and Marie Cunning, designated broker for the states of Nevada and Arizona.
Thank you.
Welcome,
to
guys.
the show.
Thank you. Thank
Thanks
you for having
us
us here.
You're very welcome. You came all the way from Arizona.
Yes, I did.
California.
California. So Ben, tell us exactly what Ayala Land International and the premium brand that you're promoting.
Well, we're happy to say that Ayala Land has decided to establish their corporation here in the United States. We're the only developer that has done so. We're also reaching out to the Filipino community and recruiting very prestigious and well-recognized leaders like Marie Cunning from Arizona, and because of that, it's giving our kababayans back here to invest back home, to not only invest in the outstanding performance of our products over there, but it also helps our Filipinos back home with jobs, homes, and many other things that happens in the economy when you invest back in the Philippines.
That's great. So Ben, is this the first time you're marketing in the United States?
This is our second year, but we haven't reached out in the entire United States, mostly in the West Coast.
Okay.
And that includes Nevada, Arizona, most of Southern California, and also up in Washington State.
So Marie, I know you recently launched in Phoenix, Arizona, and it was phenomenal, is what I'm hearing. Tell us about that.
I think we were pretty successful at screening who we invited, and I think that's a key to selling as many units as we sold that day. I think we reached 60 million in sales.
Wow.
Just for that whole 4 hours. Yeah.
Nice.
So the key was screening the
That's
people
incredible.
that we invited, doctors, people with the ability to pay.
Right. So when you say 60 million, is that in dollars or is that
Pesos.
pesos? Okay. I want to clarify that for our audience.
Absolutely.
So Maria, why did you choose to work with Ayala, and how did you decide on Arizona and Nevada?
I chose Ayala because they are number one. Out of the top 10 major corporations in the Philippines, all of the Ayala land conglomerates are in the top, are 4 out of those top 10. And if we're gonna sell properties to investors here in the United States, I'd want for their dollars invested to be safe, and nothing is safer than investing it with the biggest developer in the Philippines. Ayala Land can build each project. They are fully funded. They don't have to sell one unit, and they can finish that project to completion.
Yeah, you don't
Sure.
need buyer's money to actually
Exactly, to
build.
finish the project.
And that's saying something right there.
They built an entire city. So right now we're finishing our Bonifacio Global City, which is Fort Bonifacio, former Fort Bonifacio. Everybody knows Makati. Well, we built Makati, and then we also built Alabang. But the biggest one that everybody has a chance to be part of in the investment scheme is the New Valley. And that is the 2,000 hectares that is almost the size of Manila.
How are our audience going to be able to get a hold of you in case they want to come to a seminar? Is there live seminars that are going on here locally in Las Vegas where they can attend? And
I will be the territory manager for Arizona and Nevada. I can be reached on my email, mcunning, cunning like the fox, at cox.net, or I can be reached on my mobile, 602-573-6936.
And for me, because we work directly with our clientele base, my number is 408-420-8108, as well as my email is bmenor2010@gmail.com. They can go to www.ayala.com.
wonderful.
ATYAYALA.com.
Okay.
Yes, and please give Maria a call or Ben at the Ayala Land and Avita. Melanie and I can also answer your general real estate questions, or if anyone you know, or if you need our assistance with property management, buying or selling your home in the states of Nevada and California, we have the proven track record and the experience to help you. We've helped many of our viewers already. So call us now at 702-721-7474. This is Mark Bowman.
And I'm Melody Mojica, providing you with local business information to keep your business alive and making your house a home sweet home. Don't go away. Lifestyle with Shannon Yang is up next.
Hi, welcome to Lifestyle, and I'm your host Shannon Yang. Welcome to my segment, Lifestyle with Shannon Yang. In this entertainment city of the world, we have a lot of production shows going on, and many of them very exciting and very fun. And luckily, we also have an opera production company in town as well. And today I'm lucky to have Maha Madnat to come here and talk a little bit more about your company. Thank you so much for being here, Maha.
Thank you for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
And tell us a little bit more about your organization.
Yes, Opera Las Vegas was created 15 years ago in 1999, and we did produce 2 major operas in Las Vegas. It is a non-profit organization. The goal of the Opera Las Vegas is to produce professional operas for people, not only in Las Vegas, for all over the states.
And what is going to be your next production show?
Our next production is going to be in June 6th and June 8th, and that is going to be Barber of Seville, one of the most produced operas in the world. It is the opera by Gioacchino Rossini and was produced 200 years ago and then has been produced many, many, many times after that. It's one of the light operas, and for those who do not know opera, it's good to start there. And for those who don't really like opera, maybe this production will change their mind.
And who will be the performers?
Yeah, we have 3 performers from the Metropolitan Opera of New York, for the 3 major characters. The Rosina, which is the lady in the production, is going to be played by the mezzo-soprano Renee Tatum. And for the Figaro, Figaro is the second character, major character, and it's played by Daniel Suten. And he is one of the very beautiful voices.
Yes.
And then we have another character, Fiorello, and that is played by Mark Covey.
How long will this show be on?
I think it lasts about 19 minutes, I think.
90 minutes. And how do we get the ticket?
Yes, to get the tickets, you have to go to www.operalasvegas.com. And then you have access to online purchasing, but you can also purchase it via, calling the number 702-895-2787.
And as far as Opera of Las Vegas is concerned, I know you guys have a guild, right? Can you tell us a little bit more about your guild?
Yes, Opera Las Vegas has an opera guild, and to join the guild is only $50 per year, and you get access to first-hand information about upcoming events, and also going to be invited to some special events for the guild members only. And Opera Las Vegas was created originally to help the young artists of Las Vegas, and we do have beautiful, beautiful voices here that are becoming more and more famous. They're going to the Met. They've been hired to sing all over the world. So yes, Vegas has opera.
And where can they go to join the club?
They have to email Joan Dimmitt, and she's the guild president, lvjoan, Joand, @aol.com. You email her and tell her you're willing to join the guild, and she'll advise you and guide you from there.
Great. Thank you so much, Maha. It's
You
very,
are welcome.
very, very...
Thank you.
I'm so fortunate to have you today.
Thank you very much. I was very fortunate to be on this show. Thank you.
Don't go away. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is David Tupas for Essence of Style. Today, it is not about the fashion industry that I'm going to be discussing, but the art scene here in Las Vegas. As you know, fashion is also under art, and I would always say that there is no style if there is no art. So they work hand in hand. And today, I have a very, very, very special friend who is my guest today, the artist and sculptor, Chris O'Rourke. Thank you for having this fabulous discussion. This is very important to me.
For the opportunity.
Well, Chris, a lot of people, when they talk about Las Vegas, art doesn't really pop up. It is something that's seems to be, I don't know, we're not known for that. Why do you think?
I've heard it even called the void of culture, the Las Vegas Valley, us being a very young culture. I mean, we're only just over 100 years old, if I'm not mistaken. And I mean, cities like New York that have been around since, the dawn of America, obviously have some really deep roots, and therefore they have, they have the people that are there generating the kinds of things that create culture in their society, and we're also, up until pretty recently, I would consider Las Vegas a pretty transient town as well. In other words, people think they're going to come here and gamble and make a bunch of money, and then they're going to go.
So do you think the responsibility in order to promote art and artists locally lies on the artists themselves or a community of artists?
I think that burden of raising awareness to fall on any one person's shoulders at whatever level they're at in any of the genres that you mentioned, whether it be the artist or the arts commission, it really has to be a collective, collaborative effort to raise that awareness. It's not going to happen from one person up at a mountaintop screaming and yelling that we have people here, because who all is going to hear that one person? It has to be the voice of the community to get that message out to everybody.
With regards to our local artists here in Las Vegas, do you think our artist has already gone to a certain level of sophistication where they can be considered serious artists?
As myself being an artist, I constantly, I never stop trying to expand and broaden the horizon that is the creativity that I do. So I think any artist that feels comfortable and doesn't grow anymore, they've now lost it. And somebody else that is a little bit more hungry, that's going to come in and try to innovate and push the envelope and do a little bit more and work a little bit harder and do a little bit better. Every single project, those are the ones that are going to climb their way to the top of the heap.
At this point, we have one of Chris' work here, which is amazing. He has one of the works that he did, which is now exhibited in City Hall, which is Family, which I was lucky enough to have here at the studio during our opening last December. So Chris, explain to us this particular piece we have here.
This particular piece is called Invert. It's one of my more petite pieces. The name came from, after putting it together and assembling it, again, it's an abstract piece, and I choose to work in abstract. I noticed after putting the metal finishes on that it actually flipped my image upside down, much like a shiny spoon or anything else that has a concave reflective surface to it.
So always abstract contemporary.
I'm a contemporary kind of guy. I mean, my home is pretty contemporary. All of my works are original design. I really enjoy expressing new creative thought. But imagine, if you will, the abstract contemporary that's undefined by the artist. Now you see something that reminds me of something I saw when I was a kid. Abstract contemporary has that opportunity to create conversation with two people that might not ever talk.
That's great. It's the appreciation of art. It tends to develop a sense of meaning.
And it trumps everything else.
Isn't that great?
It is.
That's why, I'm so glad that you came over. Chris O'Rourke, his work is exhibited at City Hall of Las Vegas right now. This is David Tupaz for Essence of Style. Thank you, Chris, for being here.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Christina Jacobs, makeup artist for Vegas Live TV. On Skylar eyelids, I'll be using a black eyeliner and lightly applied within the lash line. I will use a matte white shadow to cover the entire eyelid. This step will help with the rest of the makeup appear brighter. Next, I will use a shimmery pink, and then I will add a little darker color pink towards the outer half of the eye. I will use a crease brush and add a little black right into her crease and then blend. A little pink and black along the lower lash line, mascara, blush, lipstick, and done. There you have it. Thank you for joining me this week. If you have any questions, please visit ChristinaJacobs.com. Have a good week, everyone.
Good day, everyone. Welcome to this week's edition of Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon, only here on Home Sweet Home. The question that we're going to answer today was sent in by a loving mother from the Philippines who was very distraught because she left behind her 18-year-old daughter in her home country because she admitted to smoking marijuana twice during her medical examination and her consular interview at the U.S. Embassy. She asks, "Hi, Attorney Calderon. My name is Joanne, and I'm a new immigrant in the United States. I was petitioned by my father, and it took us many years to finally come to the United States. My husband and I were able to get our visas, and we're now both here. But my 18-year-old daughter was denied her visa at the U.S. Embassy because when she did her medical in Manila, the doctor asked her if she had used drugs in the past. She said that out of curiosity, she has tried smoking marijuana twice. During her interview, the officer asked her if it was true that she had tried marijuana, and she said that she did, twice when she was only about 16 years old. The U.S. Embassy denied her visa on 2 grounds: that she had admitted to a crime involving moral turpitude, and that she had admitted to committing acts in violation of a law or regulation of the United States or of a foreign country relating to a controlled substance. We're devastated. What should we do?" Hello, Joanna. Thank you for your email. Let me begin by saying that drug-related offenses are dealt with strictly under U.S. immigration laws. If a person admits to or had been convicted of a drug-related offense, there is no waiver available, and that person will not be granted a visa except if the offense is for possession of marijuana 30 grams or less. So the first advice I tell my clients and their families: never do drugs. To answer your question about your daughter's case, however, we need to evaluate her case further and her alleged admission. Note that the denial is predicated on her having supposedly admitted to a crime involving moral turpitude or a drug-related offense. The first approach that I will take in a case like this is to ask, was there a valid admission in the first place? Because for an admission to be valid, there are certain requirements. First, the admitted conduct must constitute the essential elements of a crime in the jurisdiction where it happened. Second, the applicant for admission must have been provided with the definition of the essential elements of the crime before he admitted to something wrong. The third is, his admission must have been free and voluntary. Now let's go through all of these requirements and see if they apply to your daughter's case. First, is your daughter's act of smoking marijuana twice out of curiosity and without anything else, like an arrest? First, is your daughter's act of smoking marijuana twice out of curiosity and without anything else, like an arrest, conviction in court, or testing positive for drugs during a drug test, if this is considered a crime under the law of her country? I know that in some countries, like the Philippines, for example, they do not punish the mere act of smoking marijuana, and every country is different. If your daughter's action is not a crime under Philippine law, then we may have a shot at saying that she did not admit to committing a crime because there was no crime in the first place. The second requirement for an admission to be valid, your daughter must have been provided with the definition and essential elements of the crime before she admitted to the crime. Here, if the doctor and the consular officer failed to advise her of the definition of the crime of possession of marijuana or use of marijuana, any alleged admission she made related to that can be considered invalid. Third, the admission must be voluntary. The idea is that your daughter must not have been coerced to admit that she has or was committing a crime. Also, she should know what she is admitting to. In your facts, Jennifer, we can probably argue that voluntariness is not present because your daughter could not have freely and voluntarily admitted to something that she does not know. The second approach that we can probably take in a case like this is to apply for what we call the 212H waiver. This provision waives crimes involving moral turpitude in those instances when the applicant admitted to committing controlled substance violations if they only relate to a single offense of simple possession of 30 grams or less of marijuana. Here, we can show that Jennifer or her husband face extreme hardship because of the denial of her daughter's visa and inability to immigrate to the United States. Hardship we can show through financial hardship, emotional, psychological, health, and other forms. The government will look at the totality of the circumstances, so the more hardship we can show, the better. To be sure, Jennifer, we will need to look at your circumstances closely and see if what we just discussed apply to you and your daughter. I suggest you seek the help of a reputable immigration attorney. To our dear viewers, if you have immigration questions, feel free to call us at 702-659-7899 or email us at homesweethome@vegaslifetv.us. I'll do my very best to answer them right here on Immigration Matters with Visha Calderon. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you again next week, same time, same channel. Attorney Visha Calderon at your service.
Hi, this is Sharon from the world famous barbecue TC's Rib Crib. Today our dish of the week is our succulent pulled pork sandwich, and we made it down home style, which is coleslaw on top of the sandwich. And we're serving that today with our hand cut sweet potato fries. We're open from 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily. We also have $4.99 lunch specials daily, which include our pulled pork sandwiches, our pulled chicken sandwiches, brisket sandwiches, and an array of other choices, and home of the dollar desserts, which is banana pudding and peach cobbler. Come and see us at 3655 South Durango. That's 3655 South Durango. You can call and make reservations, 702-451-RIBS. See you then.
We hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Vegas Live TV's Home Sweet Home, taped right here at the VATV studio and the Event Center. For up-to-date news on local events and latest episodes, visit our official webpage, vegaslivetv.us, and like our page on Facebook.
We'd like to thank our cast and crew. Special thanks to David Tupaz, Bill Bond, and Simply Fairlyn. Thank you for making us look fantastic each and every episode.
Today, our hair and makeup artists are our very own Christina Jacobs, Fairlyn, and Tiffany Thrower.
And on behalf of our Vegas Life TV, we wish to thank you for watching. Until next time, have a blessed week, everyone.
Bye.
See you next week.
This has been a presentation of VATV.